Just one series remains as the Evansville Otters travel to Gateway to take on the Grizzlies for one final time in the 2025 season. Hello, everybody. I'm Lucas Macklin. Thank you so much for joining me this Friday evening. So we are scheduled for a 6:30 start time here at the ballpark, Evansville. Their fourth time they will face Gateway this season. The second time they are here in Gateway. Last time they were here, they won the opener before dropping the next two. It was kind of a pattern they'd been on by that point. Won the first game pretty big, 12-8. That was when Parker Brahms started in that game. He will start once again tonight, followed by a couple of one-run losses. Also a trend that Evansville unfortunately went through, and then Gateway came to town back at the middle point of July, where Evansville was on their 12-game skid and got swept in that series. They are here playing the best ball of the season, entering at 11-2 in their last 13 games. Just had a rubber match win over Florence in their last time out, where we saw an excellent start from Braden Scott. He went 8 innings, gave up just one run on a solo shot in that 8th inning. A career-high 14 strikeouts, ending with 157 on the season, tying him for third all-time in the Frontier League in a single season. The offense themselves used 3 home runs to give them that 5-run outing. Dennis Pierce hit 2 home runs. He's the third Otters hitter in the last 4 games to have a multi-hit or multi-home run game. LJ Jones also hit a 2-run home run in the 8th inning. At that point, made the game 5-1. Garrett Crowley finished off the game, was touched for the first time since that August 10th matchup against Windy City, where they tried to extend him out further than he had typically gone. But was able to escape the game with a 5-3 win for Evansville. And now they travel to Gateway, the final 3 games of the 2025 season, and man, has the season flown by. Evansville with their win last night on Thursday. They finished the home season 26-22. Entering this ball game, though, they're 13-32 on the road. And again, so far in Gateway, they are 1-2 after winning the opener in their last series. You're listening to the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Speaking of the Home Team Network, they are the exclusive home of every Frontier League game this year. Check them out today and sign up and get a front row seat to every Otters game this season. Parker Brahms is going to go for Evansville for the final time this season, entering this game at 2-8 on the season, a 5.66 ERA, but he has really found his groove back half here in August. Last time out, he did not make the start. He came out of the bullpen in that Casey Delgado spot start, where he went 6 1/3, gave up just 2 runs on a 2-out rally on 5 hits, no walks, and 8 strikeouts. One of his best performances of the season. Again, he came out of the bullpen. Now he's back in the starting rotation, where he, back on June 24th, against this Gateway team, pitched 6 innings in their 12-8 victory. Gave up just 2 runs on 7 hits, no walks, and 5 strikeouts. And hopefully tonight he can do the same and jumpstart Evansville to this final series win. Again, Otters playing their best baseball of the season. They enter at 39-54, while Gateway is 54-39, the exact opposite record of Evansville. The Otters are just a game back from Florence in the standings after winning 2 of 3. Speaking of Florence, after losing 2 games at Evansville, they travel out to Schaumburg, or travel home to play Schaumburg for the final 3 games of their season. We'll take a short break here on the Otters Digital Network, and when we're back, we will talk more about the starting lineups and the starting pitchers here on 96.9 WYIR and the Otters Digital Network.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
Welcome back into the Papa John's pregame show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the Home Team Network, and on 96.9 WYIR. Evansville taking on Gateway for the final 3 games this season here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. It's been a long season filled with a lot of ups and a lot of downs, but this end of August has been full of ups. Evansville entering tonight's ball game in the month of August, currently with a 15-9 record there, 9-3 at home, and a season best 6-6 on the road all 3 months. They did not have a winning record on the road. They went 1-7 in May, 3-8 in June, and 3-12 in July. But here in August, after going 0-3 in Florence, they are 6-3 in their last 9 road games. And if they can get a series win against these Gateway Grizzlies, that would mean they would finish with the month of August with a winning record on the road. Again, they have not done that yet this season. Gateway coming into this series has nothing to fight for. They have, outside of trying to determine who they're going to play, they have lost the division out to Schaumburg after they clinched it in their win on Thursday. So we're more or less playing for who they're going to play against in the playoffs. They already know that they're going to host a game on Wednesday and then travel to whoever they're going to play against, whether it's Lake Erie, Washington, or Schaumburg. It could be all 3. And it's just kind of why we're going to wait until we get to that point at the end of this series. The Otters playing for a little bit more than just pride. They're playing for a spot in the standings against Florence. And again, you can kind of look at that being just wanting to get out in front. But at the same time, it'd be nice to finish out in front of them and also finish better than what they did last year. Last year had a 40-55 record, did Evansville. And when that happened, they did miss 1 game last year. 1 game got canceled, so they played 1 less game. They're playing all 96 this year. And so they will either finish below that mark or above that mark. They will not finish at that mark. Coming into this game, they're 39-53. So if they win the series, they will finish better than they did last year at 41-55. But if they lose 2 of 3 or 3 of 3, they will finish below that record last year. But again, the way this team's been playing at the end, especially for a young team, it is so great to see for this Evansville squad. And again, once again, getting set for the 6:30 p.m. start time here in Gateway. Evansville this year are 2-7 against the Grizzlies, 1-5 at home after being swept in the middle of July. They are 1-2 here. Back at the end of June, they won the opener 12-8, but then lost the next 2 games by 1 run apiece, including a walk-off loss on June 26th against the Grizzlies. We know who the 4 playoff teams are for the Midwest Conference. We just don't know where they're going to be seated. We don't know who's going to win the division for the Central Division, as Washington entering this game just 1 game back of Lake Erie. Lake Erie taking on Joliet on the road, and Washington taking on down east at home. They just flip-flop who they were playing last week, or earlier this week, I should say, rather than anything else. So again, we are live from Arsenal BG Ballpark, home of the Gateway Grizzlies, as the Evansville Otters and Grizzlies finish off this 2025 season. Gateway will be a playoff team next week, just a matter of who they will be playing. Evansville, of course, have been eliminated for a while, but they look to try to finish off the season strong and set themselves up for hopefully a fun 2026 season. Take a look at the starting lineups for both sides. First, for the Gateway Grizzlies, leading it off will be the right fielder Victor Castillo, batting second. And at second base will be Gabe Holt. Batting third at third base, DJ Stewart. Batting fourth and at first base, Sawyer Smith. Batting fifth and catching, Jose Alvarez. Batting sixth and at shortstop, the switch hitting Abdiel Diaz. Batting seventh and DHing the former UE Purple Ace, Mark Schallenberger. Batting eighth and in left field would be Edwin Mateo, and rounding out the lineup, the speedster Cole Brandon will be in center field. Starting for the Grizzlies is going to be Lucas Weinbergs, his fourth season as a Grizzly this year with a 4.34 ERA and 17 starts. Last time out went against Florence on the road, where he went 6 2/3, gave up 3 runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Entering this ball game, a little bit different of what you would think. At home, he's made 10 starts, a 5.17 ERA, but on the road, he's been excellent, a 2.3 ERA in 7 starts there. So hopefully Evansville can take advantage of that and get to him early and help themselves to a victory to start this series. Now let's look at the starting lineup for your Evansville Otters, led off by the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. He'll be DHing tonight. Batting second and in center field will be Graham Brown. Batting third and in right field, JT Benson. Batting fourth and at first base, LJ Jones. Batting fifth and back at third base, Keenan Taylor. Batting sixth and in left field, Stephen Paolini. Batting seventh and at second base, JJ Cruz. Batting eighth and catching, Cohen Wilbanks. And rounding out the lineup, the shortstop, Crix Taveras. So another game for Evansville where they have 5 righties to begin the lineup and then 4 lefties to end the lineup. But it has worked out fairly well for the most part. And then starting for the Otters tonight will be Parker Brahms, making his second start here in Gateway, his third start against Gateway this season. So actually, his 4th start against Gateway. I forgot he started back in July. That was probably his roughest outing of the season. Went just 1 inning, gave up 7 runs on 8 hits, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And a 12-3 loss for Evansville. The other 2 times he looked great against them. Back on May 10th, his first start against this team, he went 5 1/3, gave up 4 hits, didn't allow a single run, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts, in what ended up being a 3-2 walk-off win for Evansville. And then his first time here on the road against Gateway, he went 6 innings, gave up 7 hits, 2 earned runs, no walks to 5 strikeouts, and what would be a 12-8 win for Evansville. He tries to do what he did here back in June, set Evansville up for a victory. He'll be pitching to Cohen Wilbanks, who on this season, they've pitched 32 innings together, 7 walks to 29 strikeouts, and has a 3.38 ERA with Wilbanks this year. Hopefully he can, again, kind of keep that up and keep up what he's been doing really well over his last 4 appearances for Brahms. He has gone at least into 7 innings. I guess actually last 5 appearances, but his last 3 starts, he's pitched 7 innings, allowed just 4 runs and then 1 run back on a no decision on August 1st against Florence. And then his last time out on August 23rd, that was against Windy City at home. He didn't actually get a start. He came in after that was the spot start for Delgado. He went 6 1/3 and looked excellent. Just 5 hits, 2 runs, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 8. And what will be his final appearance for Evansville this season. Looks to try to get off to a hot start and silence this Gateway team, who, as I mentioned, will be in the playoffs next week for the Midwest Conference. And speaking of the playoffs, some big games going on. Ottawa is taking on Tri-City at home. Ottawa, again, half a game out in front of New York. Ottawa beat down 1-0 in the bottom of the first. That's very early still, but New York taking on Sussex County on the road. That game's still tied, top of the second inning. So both of these teams playing tough opponents. Again, Ottawa half a game up, so if they win the same amount of games during their three-game series, it will be Ottawa who is in the playoffs for the Atlantic Conference. For the Midwest Conference, all the 4 playoff spots have been locked up. It'll be some version of Lake Erie, Washington Gateway, and Schaumburg. Schaumburg has won the West Division, so they're out there not playing for too much except trying to maybe get the first seed. They're taking on Florence right now, still top of the second inning, no score. But the Central Division a lot closer, as entering this ball game, Lake Erie and Washington separated by just 1 game. Again, Washington will try to win the Central Division coming from behind. Again, for a little bit, it looks like Washington might even lose out a playoff spot to Mississippi. We're eventually able to clinch a playoff spot, trying to win the West Division, but again, they're going to need some help from Lake Erie. Quebec has already clinched the North Division. Sussex County has clinched a playoff spot, and the East Division. Tri-City, the first wild card team in the Midwest, or in the Atlantic Conference. The only spot left up for grabs, as I mentioned, is New York or Ottawa, where Ottawa holds a half-game lead. Fun night of baseball in store, fun weekend of baseball to end the 2025 season. And really, the way this Otters team has been playing, there's no reason to think they can't come out and win some big games. Again, Weinberg's this year, a guy that Evansville has seen twice. Back on May 10th, he pitched the second game of a doubleheader where Brahms pitched the first game. He went 4 2/3 in that 7-inning game, didn't go up a single run. Evansville would be shut out in that one. Last time against Evansville, that was at home, or for Evansville is at home. Back on the 12th, he went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, and 8 strikeouts. So they have shown to be able to get to him, but he has really settled in for the most part outside of one bad outing against Windy City. He has given up he's given up 3 or less runs in 8 of his last 9 starts. Again, entering with a 4.36 ERA. But he has been much better on the road than he has been at home. Sinker baller, again, in his 4th season with Gateway. He has been, ever since he finished up his 2021 season with Missouri, he's been here with Gateway, and he has been a staple. Last year, made 26 appearances, 12 of them were starts, where he pitched to a 2.3 ERA. This year, a little bit higher of an ERA, a little bit more struggles, but at the end of the day, he's been a consistent arm for this Gateway team that has struggled with reliable starters. In fact, today, obviously, you'll have Weinbergs. They're going to want him to go long because tomorrow it looks like it's going to be more of a bullpen game for them. So Evansville could get a huge boost today if they can get to Weinbergs quickly and force him to leave the game early. It really set them up for a good chance to win tomorrow with, again, Gateway preparing for a bullpen game. Currently 5 games underway in the Frontier League. As I mentioned, New York and Sussex County, as well as Ottawa and Tri-City have both gotten started, which is, as I mentioned, those are the 2 biggest games of the weekend. Schaumburg and Florence in the top of the second with no score. Down East and Washington are in the bottom of the second with no score. And Quebec and Three Rivers currently in top of the second. Quebec up 1-0. New Jersey and Brockton has been postponed. There will be a doubleheader. Sounds like there will be doubleheaders tomorrow and Sunday. So I think they're supposed to play 4 games. And they've been rained out for tonight. Yeah. Oh, they've had a lot of games postponed. They had a whole series back from the 8th to the 10th that was postponed. I think it was due to a water main break, the New Jersey Stadium. I believe. I could be wrong. So I think they're trying to get in as many games as possible, but as I mentioned, they're not going to be able to get them all in, and they're going to play doubleheaders tomorrow and Sunday. That is going to be a long couple of days for those 2 teams. Once again, Evansville getting set to take on Gateway. We're getting close to the start here at the ballpark, and hopefully Evansville will be able to come out on top. As I mentioned, it's been a long season. It's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, but same season where they were one game short of tying the all-time franchise loss record, they did tie the all-time winning streak for this team at 9. It's now happened 3 times. And really, like I said, at the end of this, in August, they are 11-2 in their last 13 games, a 15-9 record. They look to try to win one more series against a team that has had their number not just all year, but for a long time. This Gateway team over the last couple of years has been really good. They've made the playoffs the last few years, and once again, they will be there this season. But Evansville would love to, obviously you're not playing spoiler at this point, but love to get a moral-boosting win to end the 2025 season and set yourself up for a fun 2026. Top 5 in this lineup for Evansville has been really excellent. Mentioned the top 5 righties. Dennis Pierce in the leadoff spot, 2 home runs in the last game. Graham Brown slowed down a little bit since his hot start to begin August, but has still been up there, taking really good at bats, earning a lot of walks and getting hits. JT Benson mentioned his 9-hit series against Washington. He has not slowed down. He had a couple of home runs in the opener against Florence. LJ Jones, a moonshot last night that you look back at that game, it ends up being a big couple of runs because Florence did score 2 runs in the 9th inning. And then Keenan Taylor, who, of course, all year has been very consistent. Been a little bit up and down, obviously, as rookies are, but he's been one of the best hitters in the lineup all season. Last time here, ended up being a loss, but had a 2-run game-tying home run in the second game of that series over that left field wall that stands very tall at the ballpark. It's just 318 down the left field line, but that wall is very, very high over there, so it takes a lot to put it over that fence. And then the short fence out in the right that, if you remember in the series opener last time against Gateway, John Beamer gave up a 300-foot home run, so you can sneak some over that fence over in right field. Well, that'll do it for the Papa John's pregame show. It's time for baseball as players get set for the national anthem. Thank you so much for listening as we get set for the final series here in Gateway. Time for the national anthem here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
The Star Spangled Banner performed tonight by members of the United States Air Force Band.
It's time for baseball here at the ballpark. The Otters will head to bat first as Lucas Weinbergs takes the mound. Behind the plate is Jose Alvarez. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Evansville will try to get off to a hot start here in their final series. Again, a big matchup between these two teams that has favored Gateway all season. They are 1-7, are the Otters, against this Gateway team. You'd love to see that change here tonight. I'm at 2-7. They're 2-7 this season in the 9 games they've played. They're 1-5 at home and 1-2 here on the road. We'd love to see that change, get off to a quick start, get off to a quick win, set themselves up for a fun into the season. First game since mid-August, they aren't wearing the Beersies, or at least some sort of themed jersey. They did wear the Yoda jersey for one game in between that. But the jerseys got auctioned off, and now they're back in their normal blue jerseys, the gray bottoms. Gateway currently wearing their Military Appreciation Night jerseys, little camo as their jersey. Lucas Weinberg's making the start as he's on the mound. The 28-year-old former Missouri standout in his 4th season with Gateway, where he's a 4.34 ERA and 17 starts, a 6-5 record. This will be his 3rd time facing Evansville this season. A guy that really has had Evansville's number for the most part, not just this year, but during his career. But hopefully tonight it can be turned around a little bit, as you would love to see Evansville try to get a big win here tonight against this Gateway team. Here comes the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, DHing in tonight's ball game. Now, coming off his 2-home-run game to end the series against Florence. Weinberg's pitching from the stretch, delivers. That one finds the outside corner for strike number 1, and that's how we get underway here at 6:37 p.m. just south of St. Louis. 81 degrees, sun is out. We'll go down very shortly. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes that one low, evens it up at 1-1. So Weinberg's come set once again. Delivers the 1-1 pitch to the Otters leadoff hitter. Throws the breaker that finds the outside corner, make it 1-2. Pierce has done a great job at the top of the lineup, being patient. Obviously has shown his power, team leading 15 home runs after a 2-home-run effort in the series finale against Florence. 34 RBIs. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swung on and missed, and that's how we get started with a strikeout of Dennis Pierce, and there's one away for Evansville. Now it'll be Graham Brown to follow, and you would love to get off to a quick start, maybe give Brahms on the other end an early lead, but not off the right direction after that first at-bat. Brown entering this ball game with a .270 batting average. He's had a very good August. First pitch just finds the outside corner for strike 1. Weinberg is attacking these Otters hitters early. Again, Brown slowed down a little bit after his exceptionally hot start to August. The 0-1 pitch, that one's lined out in foul territory, out of play. Now the count is 0-2 to Brown. Brown calls time, now steps back in and resets. Weinberg looks in, agrees, and sets. And delivers the 0-2 pitch. Chopper up the middle. Weinberg takes it himself. Short toss to first, and there's 2 away. And it'll be J.T. Benson, last hope for the Otters here in the first. Benson has been excellent as well in the month of August. He really exploded in the series against Washington with 9 hits. Had a 2-home-run outing against Florence. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes that one outside corner for strike 1. Home plate umpire tonight, Robert Moreno, the crew chief, giving a little bit on the outside part of the plate to start the ball game. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Big swing, but can't catch with the fastball. Make it 0-2. Again, Weinberg's once again out in front of an Otters batter early in a count. The way Benson and LJ have been hitting, though, a bloop or a walk or something can set up for a big inning, even with 2 outs. Feinberg sets and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, goes after the fastball up and out of the zone. 2 strikeouts for Weinbergs in the top half of the first. Head to the bottom half, we'll get to see Parker Brahms for the first time tonight after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
To the bottom of the first we go. It'll be Parker Brahms taking the mound. Behind the plate, Cohen Wilbanks. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Greenville Road, or call 812-475-9000. Parker Brahms entering this ball game. He has been playing some really good baseball as of late. His last time out came out of the bullpen against Windy City in that Casey Delgado spot start where he went 6 1/3, 5 hits, couple of runs given up, but he looked really good in that one. You'd love to see him try to keep that going. His last time out here against Gateway on the road here in Sauget, he went 6 innings, giving up 7 hits, 2 runs. He walked no one and struck out 5. He will have to face Victor Castillo to start this game. Here's the first pitch to the lefty. Finds his own for strike 1. And Brahms at his best. He's not walking too many batters, and he's giving a lot of weak contact. That was the problem with him mid-season. Just gave up a lot of hard contact. The 0-1 check swing. Chopter. That one's into foul territory. It stays foul. Make it 0-2. Wilbanks was up quickly. It would have been a close play if that thing did end up fair, but didn't. Count is 0-2. Brahms making his 18th appearance this season, 17 starts at 5.66 ERA. But again, at that middle part of the season where he just really struggled to get outs, including an outing against this Gateway team at home, really what really pushed up his ERA sky high. Before that, the three-game set for him, he was pitching well below 4 ERA. Here's the 0-2 pitch, fastball up and in. I think it nicked him. They're going to say it nicked him, and that's a leadoff base runner. That's not the way you want to start, as you had him at 0-2 and just lost him on that hit by pitch, and it barely hit him. But home plate umpire Robert Moreno was very adamant immediately that it hit him. No protest from the Otters dugout, and now it'll be Gabe Holt stepping in with a speedster over at first base. First pitch, runner takes a big jump, doesn't end up going. Misses it high for ball 1. Over to first base, nothing doing from Brahms. Again, that very quick pickoff attempt he's got. Castillo this year, he's 23 for 31 stolen base attempts. Again, we'll see if they want to try to push him here early. Counts 1-0 to Holt. Sets and delivers. Backdoor, finds a zone, makes it 1-1. Brahms looking again, now coming set. Delivering the 1-1 pitch to the left-handed hitting Holt. That one misses wide, make it 2-1. Brahms had a long career with Evansville. 4th season with the Otters. Again, this year, ERA balloon, another throw over, nothing doing. But he's been good for so long, trying to end this season off in a bang. Played 4 years for Sacramento State. Spent some time in the Pittsburgh and Cincinnati minor league organizations before joining Evansville. 2-1 pitch misses low, make it 3-1. So after a couple of quick strikes to Castillo, the command has started to slip a little bit. Holt stands back in, awaits the 3-1 pitch from Brahms. Runner takes off. Pitch is called, a strike, no throw from Wilbanks. Castillo had kind of just run through the second base bag. There was no throw down, so the ball wasn't down there, but they'll get the stolen base. Now the count is full to Holt. Brahms sets, looks back at second base, and delivers the payoff pitch up the middle. Be played by Taveras. He's going to go to first base, and just in time for out number 1. Runner does advance to third. Taveras thought about it for a second going to third base, but decided just to get out at first, and it was a bang-bang play. Now a runner at third base, just one away for DJ Stewart. Stewart leading the team with 18 home runs, 17 doubles, a .304 batting average, 380 OBP. First pitch to him, swung out to right center field. That one is hooking towards the wall. It's going to get down and up and over the wall for a ground rule double. Hops over that short fence over in right field. Doesn't really matter, would have been a double either way. And so Gateway jumps out in front early in this ball game, 1-0, and Evansville's going to play from behind, but they've done that a lot this year, or in this month of August, and they played it well. Now he'll face Sawyer Smith. Love to see it try to get out of the setting without any more damage done. You don't want to play from behind too much. Sawyer Smith in his 19th game for Gateway. Off to a quick start, .295 batting average. First pitch just misses low for ball 1. Smith, the 22-year-old out of Racine, Wisconsin. Finished up his spring with Kansas, played 60 games for them. The 1-0 pitch that misses up and wide, gets away from Wilbanks, and Stewart will jog down to third base. Not off to a good start for Evansville here. And now another runner at third base with just one away, and count is 2-0 to Sawyer. Smith also played 19 games for the St. Cloud Rocks before joining Gateway. That one on the way to first. Jones tags first base. Throw comes home. Stewart is stuck in the middle. Wilbanks is going to tag him out, and what a double play for Evansville. L.J. Jones with the presence of mind to tag first base. And then throws it home, and Wilbanks able to get the tag on Stewart, who wasn't even going for the slide. Gateway does get a run. And not for the double play there from Evansville. They trail by 1 as we head to the second here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
It's LJ Jones to lead us off here in the second inning. It'll be Jones, Taylor, and Paolini. Jones with that excellent play to end the first defensively, saved a run, got the double play, and now he tries to get us started here in the second. Jones coming off his home run last night that extended the Otters' lead to 4 at that point. First pitch finds his own at the knees for strike 1. Made it 5-1, and with Florence scoring 2 runs in the bottom half or top half of the ninth, really ended up looking like it made the difference. Weinberg has been attacking early, and here delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one finds his own top corner. Make it 0-2 to Jones. Third straight batter. Third straight batter that Weinberg has gotten to 0-2. The other one he had at 1-2. That was Pierce to begin the game. Again, he has been finding the zone all night so far here early in this one. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Jones. Takes that one outside corner, strike 3, and he goes down looking. And there's one away. And Weinberg's just all over the zone. 13 pitches, 12 of them have been strikes. Already 3 strikeouts in this game. And now it's Keenan Taylor. He looks to try to find a way to get into Weinberg's here. Just find a way to get on base. Friday night here in Sauget. No wind currently on the field. Sun's starting to find its way down. First pitch front door breaker finds his own for strike 1. Now time called by Keenan Taylor as Weinberg hasn't had any resistance against him so far. Steps back in, stands on the back of the right-handed batter's box. Weinberg sets and delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one finds the outside corner, make it 0-2. Again, just no resistance from the Otters in this inning, no swings yet. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Weinbergs. Throws his bat out there, fouls it out of play. So able to stay alive in this at-bat at the very least. Taylor off his 1-for-4 night to end the series in Florence. Got a hit in the 4th inning and a second at-bat. Now here's the next 0-2 pitch. Line towards left. That's going to get through for a base hit, and the Otters are into the hit column. Taylor took an 0-2 pitch. It's left near the middle, and now sets up the 4 lefties coming up. First for Stephen Paolini. Paolini looking to try to get back into the hit column. He's worked through some issues. Again, started off his Otters career very unlucky. Hit the ball hard a ton. Those 2 final games against Mississippi. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball taken outside for ball 1. As the first batter, he started off without a strike. Paolini already a couple of home runs. He's shown the ability to hit the ball hard. Struck out twice looking in that last game, but a couple of those pitches were called just outside the zone. Here's the 1-0. That one just misses outside, make it 2-0. Even through all the struggles, he's still been taking some good at-bats. Unfortunately, just hasn't led to a ton of hits for him so far. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Checked his swing, didn't mean to go, but he did. Went after the fastball up and out of the zone, make it 2-1 now. Paolini just in his 13th game as an Otter after spending 6 seasons in the Braves minor league organization, getting as high as AA this season. Weinberg sets, delivers the 2-1 pitch. Fouled off, directly back, make it 2-2. Taylor leading off first base. Again, this Evansville team has not stolen a ton of bags on the season. And really, as of late, it's just been 2 guys stealing. It's been Paolini and it's been Benson. Count is 2-2. Weinberg sets, delivers. Breaker swung on and missed. Can't get to it. And there's 2 away. Already 4 strikeouts for Weinbergs. Weinbergs this season with 94 strikeouts and 93 1/3 innings, 44 walks. But he has been dealing those strikeouts so far. The only hit against him was that Keenan Taylor hit earlier in the inning. Now it's J.J. Cruz. Cruz has got a good swing for a ballpark like this with that short porch out in right field. First pitch swinging, looper into left field, but out of play. He'll start behind 0-1. Cruz steps back into the left-handed batter's box. Weinbergs comes set and delivers the 0-1 pitch to Cruz. Misses outside, make it 1-1. Otters trailing 1-0 early, but again, this team has been playing very well from behind. They're 11-2 in their last 13 games, including a 9-game win streak. Trying to bring that momentum here to Gateway. The 1-1 pitch, that one finds its own outside corner, make it 1-2. Count now 1-2. There's 2 away here in the top of the second inning. Weinberg sets and delivers. That one misses high. Good battle here from another Otters hitter again after how it started. Love to see it. But now in 26 pitches, that's just his 5th missed pitch for Weinbergs. Counts 2-2. Weinberg sets and delivers. Swung on and missed. 5 strikeouts already for Weinbergs. Weinbergs has gotten everything he's wanted so far. Otters get a hit, but do nothing with it. We head to the bottom of the second here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND CASA.com.
We head to the bottom of the second inning here at Arsenal BG Ballpark. The Otters trailing 1-0. Parker Brahms worked through some traffic there in that first inning. Hit Victor Castillo after getting up ahead 0-2. A stolen base. Eventually got to third base on the ground out in the double from DJ Stewart. As Gateway out in front 1-0, but a great defensive play from LJ Jones at first. Got the out at first and then gunned down the runner at home. Keeps us at 1-0, and now it's Jose Alvarez who steps in to lead off this second inning. Brahms on the mound, comes set and delivers the first pitch, finds his own outside corner for strike one. After that first at bat where he got ahead 0-2 and then hit the batter, he struggled a little bit there with command, but here's the 0-1. That one misses low, make it 1-1. Brahms trying to lock back in and set himself up, trying to go a long outing here in Gateway. Here's the 1-1 pitch, front door breaker, didn't quite break enough. Make it 2-1. Mentioning this earlier, his last 4 times out. Last 3 starts, I should say, he's gone 7 innings, and his last time out obviously came out of the bullpen. 2-1 pitch misses high, make it 3-1. So once again, pitching from behind. When Brahms has been on point, he's been pitching from in front, forcing some bad swings. 3-1 pitch, that one's chopped towards third. Taylor's going to play it on his way back. Long throw to first is in time. And that's it for 1 out. Alvarez wasn't really running down to first all that fast, and I think if he was, he probably would have beat that one out. But Evansville, of course, take it. Taylor's played an excellent third base, continues to do so, and with 1 away, it's up to Abdiel Diaz. Diaz entering this ball game with a .273 batting average. First pitch to him misses wide for ball 1. Diaz with a .322 OBP, a couple of hits in his last 2 games. Swings at the off-speed pitch out in front of it, make it 1-1. Had a 3-for-4 game against Florence back on the 23rd, where he had a couple of doubles. Working through a little bit of a cold streak, though. 1-1, that one's chopped towards first, but foul, make it 1-2. So the count now 1-2 to the switch hitting Diaz, hitting from the left side here against Brahms. Brahms sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Changeup taken just a low. Couldn't quite get Diaz to swing at that, make it 2-2. Two-two pitch, missed just outside. Count runs full. Brahms would love to work a scoreless second inning here. So Brahms looking in with Wilbanks. Count is full. He comes set and delivers the payoff pitch to Diaz. Inside, ball 4. Second free pass he's given this game. And now he'll have to work with a base runner at first base and 1 away to Mark Schallenberger. Schallenberger, the former UE Purple Ace, was a standout there for 5 seasons. First year professional baseball here with Gateway, the St. Louis kid, back in his hometown. Throw over to first base, nothing doing with Diaz over there. Diaz on the season 16 for 17 in stolen base attempts. A real opportunity. See if they want to try to challenge Wilbanks, who has been excellent behind the plate at throwing out runners. Brahms sets. Delivers the first pitch to Schallenberger. Backdoor breaker. Broke a little bit too low. Starts behind 1-0. Wilbanks this year has caught 6 of the potential 29 runners, up at 21% on the season. It's been excellent since he's been reactivated. The 1-0 pitch is fouled off by Schallenberger, directly back at the plate, make it 1-1. Schaumburg out in front of Florence 4-1. Down east in Washington, still tied in the 4th inning. Sussex County out in front of New York 2-0. Tri-City out in front of Ottawa 9-0. They got a big lead over there. It's good for New York, who is losing currently. Here's the 1-1 pitch. With the breaker. Broke too far inside this time, make it 2-1. It's been around the zone in this at-bat. Schallenberger missed some games over the last week and a half after getting into a collision on the defensive side of the ball. 2-1 pitch, finds the outside corner, make it 2-2. Made his first appearance back against Mississippi in their series this week, where Gateway took 1 of 3. And again, that loss on Thursday. Throw over, and they got him. Another quick pickoff from Parker Brahms, and he gets Diaz leaning too far off, and there's 2 away. Brahms has been good at that this year. It's a very quick pickoff move. You see a lot of those from lefties, but for the righty Brahms, it's even more explosive. Now Schallenberger, 2-2 count, and then time called by Schallenberger. So all of a sudden, there's 2 outs, no one on for Brahms. Schallenberger, who enters this game with a 459 OBP, awaits the 2-2 pitch on the ground towards first, but that one's foul into the Gateway bullpen. He was hit by a pitch in every single game in Mississippi as well. Brahms trying not to do that here. Count still 2-2. Sets and delivers. Misses low, count runs full. Schallenberger also with a 508 slugging percentage. Definitely the benefactor of that short porch out and right. But of course, he'll take it. This year, 15 doubles, 13 home runs, a triple as well. Here's the payoff pitch. It's fouled off to the left side. It's going to stay foul. Count stays full. Brahms sets once again, delivers the payoff pitch. Taken just outside, ball 4, the second walk of the inning for Brahms. They've made him work for it. And this is not how Brahms succeeds. When he's walking batters, it really spells trouble for him. Got fortunate with the pickoff. But now 32 pitches, he's thrown 15 strikes and 17 balls. And now it's Edwin Mateo trying to extend this 2-out rally. Mateo entering with a 289 batting average, 5 home runs on the season. That one's chopped towards first, but foul. Make it 0-1. Mateo, the switch-hitting left fielder. Schallenberger leading off first base. Brahms sets, delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one misses just a bit high and wide. Mateo in his 84th game of the season, his second year with Gateway. Had a couple seasons with Sussex County back in 22 and 23. Throw over to first base, nothing doing. A Schallenberger over there. Mateo was a signee of the Los Angeles Dodgers when he was 18 back in 2017. Spent 5 seasons in the minors. Backdoor breaker finds the zone, make it 1-2. Made high A ball back in 22 before joining Sussex County at the end of the season. Brahms sets once again. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Lifted up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count still 1-2. Brahms trying to work a scoreless second inning. Gave up 1 run in that first inning. Brahms set and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Just throws his bat out there and fouls it off. And stays alive still. Count still 1-2. Brahms sets and delivers. That one on a line towards first, past the 1-2 hole. That throw coming to second base, but the two-out rally continues for Gateway as they will get to the bottom of their lineup in Cole Brandon. Brandon batting with runners at first and second, the speedster and great defender for Gateway. Gateway trying to add to their 1-0 lead. Brandon at the plate entering this ball game with a .252 batting average. 12 home runs, 18 doubles in his 92nd game. Brahms steps off, then steps back on, resets. Brahms and Wilbanks have worked together excellently this year back at the beginning of the season, and then after Wilbanks got reactivated, throw back to second. Schallenberger leaning off, but Schallenberger just back in time. Another quick pickoff attempt there from Brahms. Those are two disengagements now for Brahms. He's attacked Brandon here. First pitch on a line to right, but foul. Starts behind 0-1. Brandon, a former draft pick of the Boston Red Sox. Second-round pick in the 2017 draft out of high school. Spent 4 seasons within their minor league organization before joining Washington in 22. Played with Washington and Florence, and now in his 3rd season with Gateway. The 0-1 backdoor breaker finds the zone, make it 0-2. Again, bat to the bottom of the lineup, is having his best seasons since back in 22 with Washington at the plate. But it's his glove and it's his speed that keeps him in the lineup day in and day out. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul directly back. Count stays 0-2. Still 2 away here in the second. Brahms has walked a couple and given up a single, but a pickoff attempt got the second out of the inning. They've made him work through the first 2. Brahms comes set, looks back at second base, and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Misses low. Brandon wasn't chasing. Make it 1-2. Nice crowd here in Gateway for their first of 3 in their final series. Except for a fun last series for Evansville. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Taken just outside. Not getting the swing there. Make it 2-2. No more sun left on the field. Sun setting here in Sauget. Bottom of the second inning. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Misses low and in. Make it 3-2. Brahms still trying to find that put-away pitch on the mound. It's been out in front of a lot of the batters he's faced in this inning. He had Schallenberger at 2-2, Mateo at 1-2. He had Brandon at 0-2. But the count is back full to Brandon. Runners will get a head start. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled up and overhead, and the count stays alive. Just one playoff spot still up for grabs in the Frontier League. It's either going to be Ottawa or New York, both of them currently losing right now. Here's the next payoff pitch. Backdoor breaker called. Strike 3 gets Brandon looking, and Brahms escapes the second scoreless. We will head to the third. Otters trail by 1 after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We head to the third inning here in Gateway. Feinberg's still in the mound, and he's had his way so far. 5 strikeouts already. Similar to what we saw last night with Braden Scott, but Feinberg's has not had the same type of strikeout stuff as Scott this year. Obviously, Braden Scott, the Frontier League leading strikeout man this season, but Feinberg's has been all over Evansville so far. Here's the first pitch to the catcher, Wilbanks, misses outside for ball 1. Wilbanks has had an excellent season to this point. Entering this game with a .432 OBP, his first professional home run in the series finale against Mississippi. 1-0 pitch, misses high for ball 2. Evansville would love to try to get that run back or some more for their guy in the mound, Brahms. Here's the 2-0 pitch, backdoor breaker. That one finds the zone. Make it 2-1 to the Otters catcher, making his 27th appearance this season. A couple of doubles and a home run for him, but what he excels at is getting on base and drawing walks, 18 of them. 2-1 pitch, swings through the fastball. Count now at 2-2. And also Wilbanks has turned himself into an excellent defensive catcher behind the plate. Seen him throw out Batty Paglia twice, Schoenfeld, Florence. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line to left, out of play, and Wilbanks stays alive. Wilbanks joined the Otters beginning of the year, was really their co-catcher with Justin Felix to begin the season. Then Logan Brown finished up his season at Oakland City and joined Evansville for a while. 2-2 pitch, chopped towards second. In on it is Holt, tossed to first in time, and there's one away. So with one out, bottom of the lineup, Crix Taveras will step in. Taveras making his 17th appearance for Evansville this year, a .255 batting average. 12 hits for him on the season. 13 hits for him on the season. He's 6 doubles. First pitch, scores on a bunt, puts it down, fouls it off. Count 0-1. Couldn't quite get it down the way he wanted. He will step back into the left-handed batter's box, trying to set the top of the lineup up. Dennis Pierce waiting on deck. Anytime you got a big hitter like that, you'd love to get on in front of him. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swings through the off-speed. And now he's behind 0-2. Talked about it with Brandon at the bottom of the lineup for Gateway, but Taveras' defense is what makes him so much fun in the lineup. Plays an excellent shortstop. Awaiting the 0-2 pitch from Weinbergs. Inside, takes that one. Make it 1-2. Season Taveras a .250 batting average, a .365 slugging. Again, we've seen him hit the ball hard a bit, quite a bit this year, but struggling with the strikeouts. 1-2 pitch, misses low and outside, make it 2-2. Left-handed hitting shortstop, stepping back in, trying to get a one-out base runner in front of the top of the lineup. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Take it inside. I think it hit him. It did, and it immediately goes down to the ground. Looks okay. Jumps right back up, and the Otters will get a one-out base runner, and you love to see that. And now the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce, is going to step in. He struck out swinging his first time up. One of the 5 strikeout victims. Pierce with 5 hits over his last 3 games, including a couple of doubles and a couple of home runs. Entering the ball game with a .289 average, a team-leading .543 slugging. Playing his 61st game of the season. Shown to be one of the key pieces to this August run. His first pitch to him. Big swing, but can't catch up to the fastball. Make it 0-1. Taveras over at first base does have a stolen base attempt, but was caught stealing. Weinbergs delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one hit well out to left. That's going to send Mateo back, but with plenty of room to bring it in for out number 2. Good contact there for Pierce, but just got under it, didn't get everything behind it. And now with 2 away, it's Graham Brown. Brown grounded out back to the pitcher his first time up. We'll see if they want to allow Taveras to try to steal second to put a runner in scoring position. Again, it's not that he doesn't have the speed. He hasn't had a lot of opportunities. First pitch, he takes that one outside corner for strike 1. Brown making his 92nd appearance this season as Weinbergs will get a new baseball. 12 home runs, 25 doubles, .270 batting average, a .448 slugging. An excellent start to the season, a sizzling start to the month of August. Here's the 0-1 pitch that misses outside. Alvarez thought about a back throw to first base, but decided against it. Taveras was getting a big lead over there at first. Sex back, counts is 1-1. Bit of wind picking up now out to right field from left to right. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Takes that one a bit low for 2-1. Brown, the former Coastal Carolina Chanticleer, finished up his college career last season. Played 59 games for them with a .353 batting average. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Takes that one for strike 2. Down around the knees, but now Brown has to fight from behind 2-2. We still Taveras take another big jump, but didn't go for the steal. Count is 2-2. Weinberg sets and delivers. Taveras takes off, swung on, fouled off. Just out of the glove of Jose Alvarez, and the count stays at 2-2. Evansville trailing 1-0 here in the top of the 3rd. Trying to get off to a good start in their final series of 2025. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Brown. Throws his bat out there and fouls it off and stays alive. Count stays at 2-2. Washington out in front of Down East 4-0, while Joliet is leading Lake Erie 1-0. If scores were to stay put, Washington would then come tied with Lake Erie on the season. Here's the next 2-2 pitch. Line out to left. That's going to get down in front of Mateo for a base hit. Now the Otters are the ones threatening here in their half of the inning with a 2-out rally. And it'll be JT Benson stepping in with the runner in scoring position. Brown able to get to that one and powered into left field. Now Benson, who's been one of the best hitters in August for Evansville, entering tonight's ballgame with a .298 batting average, a .415 OBP. Time called, and now Alvarez is going to go out there and talk with his pitcher. 2-home run game back in the series opener against Florence for him. Also had 5 RBIs in that game. Went 0 for 3 with a walk in the second game of that series, then singled in front of L.J. Jones in the 8th inning last night to go 1 for 4 and score a run after Jones hit a home run. Jones awaiting on deck. These two have been a great 1-2 punch during this run, especially you remember back in Washington. Benson, of course, had 9 hits, so they were intentionally walking him in front of Jones, and both times Jones made him pay. 2 away runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch to Benson. That one misses inside, gets by him, and both runners will advance. Almost looked like Alvarez and Weinberg just weren't on the same page there. That one just blew by him on the inside. It was after a meeting on the mound, too. Not the way you wanted to start this at-bat. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Big swing, popped it up into center field. Brandon coming in on it. Now out a little bit, but brings it in for out number 3. So the Otters strand 2 in scoring position. Still trail by 1 as we head to the bottom of the third here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a Rockin' Extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. Otters still trail by 1. Parker Brahms out there for another inning of work. Allowed a run in the first, but stranded a couple of runners in the second. And he's back to the top of the lineup here against Victor Castillo, then Gabe Holt and DJ Stewart. Castillo, the lone run of tonight's ballgame after being hit by a pitch. Stole a base, got to third base, and was brought in on the DJ Stewart double. First pitch backdoor breaker for strike 1. Brahms was forced to work over the last couple of innings, already 47 pitches in the game. The 0-1, tried to go backdoor breaker, didn't quite break enough on that one though, make it 1-1. Brahms trying to recreate what he did here last time. The 1-1, That one taken just high. Not a bad pitch, make it 2-1. June 24th went 6 innings, allowed just 2 runs in that game. Didn't walk anybody. That's been different tonight. 2-1. That one's flown out to right field. Back on it is Benson. That one's at the wall. He leaps for it. And it is gone. No, it's caught. Couldn't tell if Benson had it or not. He acted so casual with it. Again, short porch out and right. But he robs a home run and takes one away. Either way, it's out number 1 for the Otters. Again, very short porch out and right. Without Benson, it's a home run, but leaps at it, makes the grab. With one away, it's Gabe Holt fouls that one off for strike 1. He grounded out his first time up. It's a shortstop. Here's the 0-1 delivery to Holt. Backdoor breaker. That one's lined in right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Benson trying to cut her off. He's going to not be able to. Brown will play it off the wall. Holt will stroll into second base with a 1-out double. And so Holt follows the robbed home run with a double. And with one out, a runner is in scoring position. So now it's DJ Stewart, who doubled his first time up. First pitch misses inside for ball 1. That is the 3rd hit for Gateway in tonight's game. Evansville 2 hits on their side. Right now the difference is the DJ Stewart double. That one on the ground towards first. That's going to get through for a base hit. They're going to hold Holt at third. Now put runners at first and third. Still just 1 away in the inning. That'll be Sawyer Smith, who grounded into a double play last time up when LJ Jones took the ball, tagged first, and threw it home. Brahms comes set, needs a big ground ball here if he can get it. First pitch to Smith, big swing, but comes up empty on the fastball above the zone. Make it 0-1. Smith in his last game against Mississippi went 0 for 2 with he reached on a fielder's choice. That one misses outside, make it 1-1. Scored a run in that game in that 3-8 loss. He also went 2 for 5 in the 7-4 win over Mississippi. Had a couple of RBIs in that game. Entering with a .295 batting average in a short time. Runner takes off. Pitch is fouled off the mask of Wilbanks. Make it 1-2. Worked out for Evansville, though, because Stewart had that bag stolen off of Brahms. Now Stewart's going to make the long walk back to first base. And when I say walk, I mean walk. Now the count is 1-2. Double play would end the inning. Gateway threatening once again. They have had a runner in scoring position in every inning so far. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Misses low. Make it 2-2. Just 1 strikeout so far for Brahms on Brandon when he was caught looking. Second time through the lineup for Brahms. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Checked his swing, but he fouled it off to the left side. Count stays 2-2. Otters playing from behind already. You don't want it to be playing from behind anymore. Still in the early stages of this ball game. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Just 1 away. Runners at first and third. Couple of hits from Holt and Stewart. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. There's 2 away. The German-American bank strikeout, second one of the game for Brahms. And now he's just any kind of out away from getting out of the inning unharmed here against Jose Alvarez, who grounded out his first time up. Alvarez, the all-star catcher, entering with a .327 batting average, a .385 OBP, a couple of home runs, 8 doubles. First pitch, runner takes off on the ground towards first, and that's through the hole that was formed on the hit and run. And that will score the second run of the game. Stewart into third easily. And now Gateway leads 2-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. The way Cruz was playing, I don't know that he was going to be able to get to it anyways, but with him trying to cover the steal, there was no chance for him making that play. Alvarez's 37th home run of RBI of the season. And now it's Abdiel Diaz who walked his first time up. First pitch to him, on the ground towards first, but foul. He'll start behind 0-1. Gateway already locked up a playoff spot. Just a matter of who they're going to be playing next week. They would love to try to have that streak going into the playoffs after losing the series against Mississippi. The 0-1 pitch misses wide for 1-1. Just finish up a 10-game road trip. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one hit well out to right. That's going to send Benson back, and that one is going to leave the yard with no doubt. Abdiel Diaz goes deep, adds 3 more runs for Gateway, and now they're up 5-0. No chance for Benson to rob that one. Only question with that one is if it stayed fair, it did. And now Brahms going to have to reset himself here as Schallenberger comes to the plate. He's trying to keep this inning alive. Brahms had gotten the big strikeout, chance to get out of the inning unharmed. First pitch to Schallenberger. Misses low for ball 1. A hit and run single, got the second run in, and then that 3-run shot. And Gateway's broken this one open. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one misses low, make it 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Schallenberger. That one hit well out to right. That one's deep. That one's at the wall, but that one's foul. Just missed a home run by a few feet. So make it 2-1. Brahms trying to escape the third inning without any more damage, but these lefties right now don't have to hit it that far, although Diaz hit his .385. 2-1 pitch. That one misses low. Make it 3-1. First time since July 27th in Ottawa that Brahms has given up more than 4 runs. Now here's the 3-1 pitch to Schallenberger. Backdoor breaker. Not called, ball 4. Sorry, it is called ball 4, not called for a strike. Not a bad pitch, but home plate umpire Robert Moreno calls it a ball. It's ball 4. And now another base runner. We'll bring in Edwin Mateo, and we'll see how long Brahms' leash will be. Again, he was excellent in this ballpark back in near the end of June, but just doesn't have it. Hasn't been able to find it tonight. First pitch to Mateo has popped up into foul territory. Wilbanks trying to find his way under it. It's Jones coming in, and it's Jones able to bring it in. 4 out, number 3. But Gateway scores 4. They lead 5-0 as we head to the fourth here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VANDCASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
The Otters playing from behind by even more. They trail 5-0 after 4 runs. The big damage on the 3-run shot from Abdiel Diaz. And now Evansville's going to need to try to find a way back here on Arsenal BG Ballpark. First of 3 for the final series of 2025. Evansville entering 11-2 in their last 13, but they're going to have to play from real far behind tonight. Had that loss against Windy City that ended the 9-game win streak where they went down 5-0 early in that one. They made it close by the end of the ballgame. Again, this offense can explode and put up runs in a hurry. Haven't seen that a ton lately, facing a lot of good pitchers, but you'd love to try to change that here. Needing to play from behind. First, it's LJ Jones. Hit his 10th home run of the season. A 2-run shot in the 8th inning of that finale against Florence. 55 RBIs, 274 batting average. First pitch inside. Had to do a little limbo action to get out of the way of that. Counts 1-0. Weinberg so far through 3. He's given up a couple of hits. He hit a batter. Has 5 strikeouts. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That misses high. Make it 2-0. And so far, he had to strand a couple of runners in scoring position last inning, but otherwise he's been really good tonight against Evansville. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Jones. Big swing into left field. Mateo coming in. It's going to drop in front of him for a leadoff base hit for LJ Jones. And now it's Keenan Taylor stepping in, who already has a hit tonight as well. Taylor 1 for 1. He's played well in this ballpark so far this season. You'd love to see him keep that up. Hit one over the tall wall out in the left to tie the ball game. Late frames of game 2 of the series earlier this season. First pitch, fastball finds the zone for strike 1. Former Boilermaker in his rookie season with a .290 batting average, 12 home runs, 56 RBIs. 0-1 pitch. That one hit well out to center. Brandon has to come in on it. Still coming in. It's going to drop in front of him. And back-to-back singles for Evansville. Have runners at first and second with no one away for Stephen Paolini. And they get a couple of lefties who have easily enough power to send one over that short porch out and right. One swing of the bat, this game could be all of a sudden brought very close again. Paolini in just his 15th game for Evansville this season. Love to see him do something here. Weinberg sets, delivers the first pitch. Went for the off-speed, found the bottom corner for strike one. Taylor 2 for 2 early. Jones with the hit. Put runners at first and second. Still no one away. Here's the sun has gone fully down over Arsenal BG Ballpark this Friday evening. The 0-1 pitch, big swing, but he comes up empty. Make it 0-2 to the Otters left fielder. Obviously, it's too early to determine everything for Paolini, but the one thing we have seen is that he is an excellent outfielder, playing between left or center no matter where it's at. The 0-2 pitch swung on and missed, and there's one away. Couldn't catch up to the fastball. And now it's J.J. Cruz. Cruz already does have a home run in this ballpark. It was the 30th home run of the season for Evansville back on June 24th, a 3-run shot in the series opener. 11 home runs on the season, 8 of them have come on the road. First pitch swinging, looped up to left field. That one's going to hook out of play, though, and the count will be 0-1. Cruz, one of the batters who has not played extremely well during the month of August. Does have hits in each of his last 2 games. Hasn't had a multi-hit game since that 2-home run game against Mississippi back on the 13th. The 0-1 pitch backdoor breaker finds the zone, and once again, an Otters hitter down 0-2. Need to find a way to battle here. Need to score some runs in this inning. Respond to that 4-run inning in the bottom of the third with something of your own. Got 2 leadoff hits, but in danger of back-to-back strikeouts. Here's the 0-2 on the ground towards second. Holt will play it. He'll go to second in time for 1. No throw to first. So Cruz beats up the double play, but there are 2 away. Now runners at the corners, 2 away for Cohen Wilbanks. Cruz able to speed down the first baseline in time to keep the inning alive, extending it to Cohen Wilbanks. Another chance with a runner in scoring position. If you had runners on these last couple of innings, it's Weinberg's, but you'd love to try to cash some runs in here. First pitch, that one on the ground, past the shortstop into left field for a base hit. The Otters score the first run of the game for themselves. Cruz gets to second base. Runners at first and second. The Otters are on the board, down 5-1. And now it's Crix Taveras stepping in to try to keep this 2-out rally going. Wilbanks his first hit of the night, an RBI hit to left field. Taveras steps in. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. That was in the last inning. Again, Evansville starting to find a way against Weinberg's here, but really need to cash in some more runs if you can. First pitch, swinging, and it hit him. So a big swing from Taveras on the off speed, but he went out in front of it and hit him. And so he's going to be 0-1 as Taveras now walking around. He's taking some punishment. He's been taking some punishment at the plate. He was hit by a pitch his first time and he's hit down in the leg area. That one off his front arm. Otters with a run in here, down 5-1. Runners at first and second, 2 away. You'd love to add some more. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside. That's going to get through, and both runners will advance. Not the first time we've seen Weinberg's do that. So second straight inning, the Otters have runners at second and third with 2 away. You'd love to see the Otters take advantage of it here. Weinberg set. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Backdoor breaker, doesn't quite break enough. Make it 2-1. And you've got Dennis Pierce awaiting on deck. A walk would bring the tying run to the plate. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Weinbergs. Swung on, lifted to left field. That one's hooking, and it's going to get out of play, and the count will even up at 2-2. Top of the fourth inning. Otters are starting to find some offense after Brahms gave up 4 runs in that last inning. 3-run shot off of Abdiel Diaz, the damage so far. Tavares doesn't have a home run yet in his professional career, but this is the ballpark he can do it at. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Lifted to center field. Brandon on his way back, still going back. Plenty of room, and he brings it in for out number 3. So the Otters for the second straight inning strand runners at second and third. They do get a run, but they still trail 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the fourth here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Otters trail 5-1. Brahms going to try to look for a rebound inning after giving up 4 in that last half. The 3-run shot, the big damage off the bat of Abdiel Diaz. Faces Cole Brandon, and then back to the top of the lineup, Victor Castillo and Gabe Holt. Final 3 games for Evansville this season. Gateway will be playing some playoff ball. First pitch, bunt down the left side. It's a beauty. It's going to be a tough play for Brahms. He's not even going to be able to make the throw. And a leadoff bunt single. Now puts a speedster at first base. We'll see how they try to utilize him. Couldn't have placed that bunt any better down the left side of the infield. Now it brings in Victor Castillo. Hit by pitch his first time up, flew it to right field his last time. It was a home run that was taken away by JT Benson. Now a pickoff throw, nothing doing over there. Brahms comes set, trying to work around that leadoff single. First pitch at the knees for strike 1. Gateway used 8 batters in the last inning to score their 4 runs. Brahms looks in, comes set. Holds on the mound. And delivers the 0-1 pitch. Fouled directly back to make it 0-2. Tri-City has extended their lead to 10-0 over Ottawa. That's in the top of the 6th inning. Schaumburg and Florence now tied at 4. The way it stands, you'd love to see a Schaumburg win for Evansville. Washington up 5-0 with Lake Erie currently losing 2-0 against Joliet. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Runner takes off. Pitch misses outside. Throw down a bit high, and Brandon is in safely. So Wilbanks overthrows it just a little bit. And now there's runner in scoring position, still no one away here in the sitting. Count is 1-2 to Castillo. Entering the ball game, a 301 batting average, 11 home runs. Had number 12 taken away from him by JT Benson in the last inning. Brahms sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Tried to throw his bat out there, but couldn't quite make contact. Third German-American makes strikeout for Brahms, and there is one away. Big first out. So with one away, it's Gabe Holt stepping in. Otters trailing 5-1. You'd really like to keep the deficit where it's at. First pitch misses high for ball one. Will be the final appearance for Brahms on the season. Trying to keep Evansville within striking distance. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on left field, but into foul territory. That one towards the Otters bullpen. Count at 1-1. Brahms, the fourth-year Otter, has been a key part of this team during the last 4 years. Up the middle, Cruz will backhand it, throw to first, will be in time for 2 away. Brandon does advance. But 2 outs, now just need an out from DJ Stewart here. But Stewart 2 for 2, a single and a double already. Scored on the Diaz home run. Here's the first pitch to him. Front door breaker, got him swinging on the pitch that dropped below the zone, make it 0-1. Also, New York is beating Sussex County 3-2. Again, if it stands where it's at, they would be currently in a position to make the playoffs. Half a game ahead of Ottawa. The 0-1 pitch finds the zone. Stewart didn't think so, but the count is 0-2. 1 strike away from getting out of this inning scoreless, but had this opportunity last inning before it fell apart. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball taken outside. Couldn't quite get the swing, make it 1-2. Stewart with 18 home runs. He now has 79 RBIs on the season, batting above 300 as the third baseman. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Breaker on the ground towards short. Tavares will charge it. Long throw to first in time. That will end the fourth. Brahms strands a runner at third. Works a scoreless fourth. We head to the fifth. Otters trail by 4, trying to get some runs back here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
We head to the top of the 5th inning. It's time for the Buffalo Wild Wings 5th inning. Remember, bottomless apps are now here. Visit either Evansville location, 5405 Pearl Drive and 715 North Greenwood Road for details. Of course, it's dine-in only, but why wouldn't you want to dine in at Buffalo Wild Wings? College football season upon us. Go and watch some football games or some, even go on a Tuesday night for some action. Of course, I meant Wednesday night. I don't know why it's a Tuesday. Now it's Dennis Pierce to lead it off. First pitch, big swing, but he comes up empty, make it 0-1. The Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game is 0 for 2, a strikeout and a flyout. Ball pretty well his last time up, but right to the left fielder, Mateo. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one fouled back, make it 0-2. Speaking of college football, there are some games on right now, some Big Ten action. Michigan State over Western Michigan 21-0, and Illinois easily ahead of Western Illinois 24-0. Close game right now is Tarleton State and Army. Army just had 24-17. That one grounded towards third, but it's going to go foul, and the count will stay 0-2. In fact, Tarleton State currently in the red zone after getting a fumble. Kind of looking back at this game, we'd like to try to get some runs back. You don't want to wait until you get to the back end of this bullpen that has been so good this year. The 0-2 pitch taken low. Make it 1-2. Biggest game on right now also Auburn and Baylor. Auburn out in front early, 14-3 early in the second quarter. 1-2 pitch, popped up right side. That one's going to get out of play, and the count will stay 1-2. Time called. Now Pierce is going to get some more pine tar in his bat, just the end of the bat. Count still 1-2 to the leadoff hitter for Evansville. His team leading 15 home runs at the top of the lineup. I said it before, but not the traditional leadoff hitter, but he has been excellent at that spot in the lineup. Pretty much been 1 or 2 all season since he's been here. The 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, can't catch up to the fastball. And there's one away to start the inning. It's the 7th strikeout of the night for Weinberg, just his second since the second inning. But with one away, it's Graham Brown stepping up to the plate. The Otters had some opportunities early. Third inning had runners at second and third. You had runners at second and third in the last inning. Stranded 4 runners the last couple of frames. Here's the first pitch to Brown. The breaker, he checked his swing. He did go to the first base umpire. Make it 0-1. Weinberg sets once again. Delivers the 0-1 pitch to Brown. Chopper up the middle. Over towards it is Diaz on a hop. Throw to first, a little bit wide, but Smith able to keep his foot on the bag, and there's 2 away. Throw a little bit there was pulled by Diaz trying to make the strong throw to beat Brown over to first. Fortunately for the Otters, Smith able to keep his foot on the bag as it pulled him to the outfield side of first base. And now 2 away, it's up to JT Benson, the final hope for the Otters here in the third. Flew up to center field his last time up with runners at second and third. Here's the first pitch to him, a breaker that finds the outside corner, 4-1. Some baseball going on in the major leagues, of course. Cardinals and Reds, bottom of the 8th inning, tied it at 5. Of course, just south of Busch Stadium. They're not playing in Busch Stadium, they're playing in Cincinnati tonight, this weekend. The 0-1 pitch, that one's lined to right, but foul. Make it 0-2. Good contact on that one, but just couldn't keep it fair. Phillies and Braves currently at the bottom of the 8th. The Phillies are up 2-1 late in that game. Rays and Nationals in the bottom of the 8th inning. Rays up 3-1. Brewers and Blue Jays playing, a couple of the top teams in the major leagues that swung on and missed for strike 3. And the Otters go 1, 2, 3 in the 5th, including 2 strikeouts. Very similar to what happened in the first inning of this game. Finish that up. Brewers up 6-0 over the Blue Jays in the top of the 7th inning. That'll do it for the Otters in the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
To the bottom of the 5th we go. Parker Brahms out there for another inning of work after giving up a leadoff single. You get the next 3 batters out to throw a scoreless 4th. We're into the 5th. Otters still trail 5-1. Brahms going to try to keep it that way, facing Sawyer Smith, Jose Alvarez, and the home run hitter Abdiel Diaz. First pitch to Smith. Called a ball inside for ball 1. Obviously, Brahms going tonight. The Otters got Yohan Gonzalez and Alex Canny due for the next 2 nights. That pitch finds his own at the knees for 1-1. Should be set for a good weekend of pitching. Again, this rotation as a whole, obviously it's a little bit out of order of where you'd probably pitch them if you went top to bottom. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one lined to center over the head of Tavares, over to Graham Brown, who cuts it off. But a leadoff single for the 2nd straight inning will set Gateway up. And I'll bring up Jose Alvarez, who singled in the 2nd run of the game on a hit and run back in the 3rd inning. He also grounded out to 3rd. But as I was saying, the rotation's really kind of filled in really well. Obviously, you have Scott at the top of the lineup. Canny has come in, and he's been excellent in his first few starts. Yohan becoming the starter has looked really good, especially on the road. And even Brahms throw over nothing doing. Worked through some struggles a little bit middle of the season, but kind of felt back to his normal self coming into this ball game. Here's the first pitch to Alvarez. That one misses up and in for ball 1. Obviously, that 5th spot has kind of been in and out of being a wiltsy start. Dealt with some injuries. Montova missed a good chunk of the middle of the year. Landon Willman, who's in the rotation, he's missed a lot of the year. That one's fouled up and out of play, make it 1-1. Montova made a really good start his last time out. Of course, isn't set to make a start the rest of the season, with it being Gonzalez and Canny to finish off the 2025 season, but good sign for the rookie. 1-1 pitch. That one called low. Throw down is in time. Goes with a swim move, but can't quite get in. That is a caught stealing for Cohen Wilbanks on the good tag from J.J. Cruz. Pitch was called a ball. Wasn't a bad pitch, but missed maybe just a bit low. So count is 2-1. Wilbanks with another caught stealing. That arm continues to be impressive. That throw beat him down by quite a bit. The 2-1 pitch misses up and in, make it 3-1. On deck is the 3-run home run hitter Abdiel Diaz. Brahms trying to make sure he hits with no one on, but he's trying to work through the 3-1 count to Alvarez. Brahms comes set. He delivers the 3-1 pitch. Alvarez taking all the way, misses inside for ball 4. So a 1-out walk. That caught stealing looks even more important. Seen that a couple of times tonight. We had that caught stealing of Sawyer Smith. We also had Diaz, who's at the plate. He walked with 1 out in the 2nd inning, but was eventually picked off. And you look back at that inning, he scored. If it weren't for that one hit well to center. That's sending Brown back, still going back. He's at the wall. He can't play it off the wall, and it bounces. Throw's going to come in and be cut off. Gets away from the runner. He's going to try to score, and he will. Throws and come to the plate, not in time. Brown tried to throw it in quickly. Tavares couldn't quite glove it, gets away. Taylor tried to go play it, but Alvarez taking advantage, he scores. So Diaz now with a home run and a double in the game. Graham with a throwing error and allowed Alvarez to score. And now there is some action in the Otters bullpen. Looks like it's Jackson Maloof out there. Here's the first pitch to Schallenberger. Big swing, but he fouls that one off. He'll start behind 0-1. Diaz has really had Brahms' number. That's the big guy at the plate. 4 runs batted in for him. Only 3 of them will be credited to him because of that error, the run scored, so he doesn't get the RBI. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That breaker misses inside, make it 1-1. Schallenberger does what he does best, drawing walks tonight. He's 0 for 0 with 2 walks. His 80th game of the season for Gateway. Brahms gets a new baseball. Count's still 1-1. Spent 5 seasons for the Purple Aces. Senior season played 65 games for him. Had a .374 batting average, a .514 OBP. That one's flown into center field. Out on it is Cruz. In on it is Brown and Benson. Benson brings it in for out number 2. Both runners will stay where they're at. So with 2 outs, runner still at second base will be Edwin Mateo. Seen that a couple of times from Evansville. It looks like maybe they're trying to throw those runners off. Brown in the outfield kind of went to the ground. It was Benson's ball all the way. Here's the first pitch to Mateo. That one looks good pitch, but was called ball 1. Maybe just a little bit below the knees. Mateo with a .289 batting average, 5 home runs so far tonight. 1 for 2 with a single and a pop out. 1-0, that one hit deep out to left. Benson will look at it. Is it going to stay fair? It doesn't. It goes foul. Count 1-1. These lefty hitters for Gateway able to put some good wood against Brahms, but other than Diaz, they've gone foul. Of course, Diaz's was the big home run that right now, obviously it's 6-1 now for Gateway. They still have the lead, but makes it feel like a big comeback would be needed for Evansville. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That breaker finds the zone, make it 1-2 now to Mateo. Mateo just missed home run number 6 on the season. Brahms looks in, comes set. Looks back at second, now delivers the 1-2 pitch. Taken low for ball 2. Tried to go with the curveball there, but didn't quite get the swing. Mateo in game 84 this season, along with those 5 home runs, 18 doubles. Now here's the 2-2 pitch. Line up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Rounding third is Diaz. They're going to wave him home. Throw's going to come in. It's not going to be cut off. Wilbanks up the line, and Diaz will score. And now it's 7-1 Gateway. Feels a lot like the first game in Gateway, except on the other foot. Evansville jumped out in front very early in that game, had a big lead. Gateway made it a close game by the end of it. Now Max Peterson's going to come out. We'll see if they stick with him. Nope, they're going to go to the bullpen, and it'll be Jackson Maloof to come in for Brahms. He'll come in with 1 out and run at first base. New pitcher on the mound for Evansville after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Otters call to the bullpen. It'll be Jackson Maloof. Maloof on the mound, Wilbanks behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-415-9000. It'll be Cole Brandon due up here. He's 1 for 2. He bunts single, throw to first base for Maloof. Nothing doing. Maloof making his 11th appearance of the season for Evansville, his first professional season. Entering with a 5.29 ERA in 10 games. Pitched 17 innings. First pitch finds the outside corner for strike one. His last time out against Florence went an inning, gave up 1 hit, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 1 in a scoreless inning. It was in the 2-4 loss for Evansville. The 0-1 pitch misses just inside, make it 1-1. Back on August 21st against Washington, he pitched 3 scoreless frames, no hits as well. Against Washington. The 1-1 breaker, check the swing, doesn't matter, it's in the zone, make it 1-2. The rookie southpaw has been excellent for Evansville this season at times. He's had a couple of big outings where he gave up some big runs, but other than that, he's been really good. Here's the 1-2 pitch, fastball called, strike 3, and that will do it for the 5th. German-American Pink strikeout ends the Buffalo Wild Wings' 5th inning. Bottom is absent out here. It's Dine It Only. Visit either Evans location, 545 Pearl Drive and 715 North Greenville Road for details. We head to the 6th inning. Otters going to need a rally here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
Feinberg's out there for his 6th inning of work. He works with a 6-run lead. Otters trail 7-1. Parker Brahms went 4 2/3 innings. Fortunately, just could not get out of that 5th inning. Gave up that 3-run shot to Diaz, the big damage against him. And now Otters going to play from behind 6. They want to try to win this game. And again, with the bullpen a gateway, it's going to be tough for them to come back. Feinberg's still on the mound, and he's been really good tonight. He's worked through some heavy traffic innings, but has only given up 1 run. He'll face L.J. Jones, Keenan Taylor to Stephen Paolini in this inning. Jones tonight 1 for 2 with the strikeout. Taylor behind him, he is 2 for 2. They started off the 4th inning with back-to-back hits. Jones eventually scored on the Cone Wilbank single. Here's the first pitch to Jones. Takes that fastball down around the knees for 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Front door breaker. Out in front of it was Jones. Make it 1-1. Jones into the 4-hole. He's been excellent this season. Hits the ball hard a ton. Waits the 1-1 pitch. Out in front of another off-speed. Back-to-back pitches. Weinbergs has got him way out in front. Make it 1-2. He's also been finding his power stroke. Had 2 home runs in the series against Washington. Didn't hit any against Windy City. And then had 2 home runs in the series against Florence as well, including a 3-for-5 performance in the opener. He's got a hit already tonight. Here's the 1-2 pitch. On the ground towards second. Holt will play it. Throw to first in time, and there's 1 away. And it'll be Keenan Taylor due up 2 for 2 with a couple of singles for him. Again, at this point in the game, you're down a big chunk of runs. The only thing you can do is battle back, get some hits of your own, try to get some runs on the board. Again, we saw it in the game against Florence where they were down 7-0, scored 5 runs in the 8th. They can score some big runs. Just need to be able to get some of these hits together. First pitch to Taylor misses outside for ball 1. Taylor with a couple of hits in the series against Florence. Had a 3-hit performance, 3 doubles against Windy City in the finale there. That one's hit well to left center. Brandon moving over towards it, still moving over. He can't get to it. It gets to the wall, bounces off the wall and takes an awkward bounce. But Brandon able to bring it in time and keep Taylor to a double. But a Deerhead double-decker double. The first extra base hit of the night for Evansville. And now there is a runner in scoring position for the 3rd time in the last 4 innings for Evansville with 1 away. And it brings up Stephen Paolini. Paolini so far tonight 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, trying to turn the night around. Quick meeting on the mound between Weinbergs and Alvarez. Now he steps back behind the plate, and Paolini steps in. Here's the first pitch to Paolini. Breaker misses low and outside for ball 1. Again, Paolini struggled with the strikeout a little bit, and he's seen that tonight. When he's hit the ball, though, he's hit the ball well this season. The 1-0 pitch inside, and it hit him. Second batter that's been hit tonight. Paolini gets up a little bit limpy. He's walking back towards the Otters dugout, taking his time. The second time I've seen Weinberg do that tonight. Hit Tavares as well. Actually, he's all right. Trainer came out to look at him for a second, but he will jog down to first base and now put runners at first and second for J.J. Cruz. Otters trailing by 6. Cruz clearly has the power to cut that lead in half. By this point, again, just need to go up there with the mindset of trying to keep stringing those hits together. He's 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout, and he reached on a fielder's choice. First pitch fastball misses outside for ball 1. Really need to get some runs here if you want a chance of coming back. Top of the 6th inning, Otters trailing 7-1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Lined out to left field. That one's going to hook foul just over the Otters bullpen. And count will be 1-1. Cruz this season a .240 batting average, but 11 home runs. He's had a big power stroke this season. Didn't hit a home run until June and then exploded in the month of June. 8 of his 11 home runs have come on the road, including one here back in June. 1-1 big swing, but he fouls that one off directly back. Make it 1-2. You'd love to see him work a good at bat here, working from behind 1-2. Wilbanks waiting on deck. He has the lone RBI of tonight's ball game. Weinberg sets and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Backdoor breaker did not break nearly enough, make it 2-2. Sussex County is now tied New York at 3 in the top of the 8th. And again, Tri-City up 10-0 on Ottawa, so more than likely, if New York wins, they will be in front in the wild card spot. 2-2 pitch, popped up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count still 2-2. And for Evansville's sake, Schaumburg is out in front of Florence 5-4 in the top of the 9th inning. Lake Erie has gotten a couple of runs. They now trail 3-2 against Joliet, with Washington out in front 5-0 against Down East. Weinberg sets, delivers the 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul as well. Count stays 2-2. So a good at bat here from Cruz. Just trying to stay alive the best he can, trying to find some way to help crawl Evansville back. Down 7-1. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line to left. Mateo coming in for it. He's going to be able to get it for out number 2. Teo took a big jump, but he's able to get back to second base with ease. That was well hit. It was sinking, but not quite enough for Mateo. And now with 2 away, it's Wilbanks stepping in. Second straight time with runners in scoring position. Trying to keep this inning alive, maybe get a run back if they can. Gateway jumped out in front 1-0 in the first inning. They added 4 in the third. Otters got 1 back on top of the 4th, but Gateway 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch to Wilbanks. Breaker finds his own at the knees, 4-1. Wilbanks also threw out a runner at second base earlier in this game. He's had a nice night from behind the plate. The 0-1 pitch, another breaker. That one called strike 2. Don't think it's close, at least. Don't know if it bent back enough, but home plate umpire Robert Moreno says so. Weinberg shakes once. Now agrees and sets. Looking back at second base. No one holding on Taylor. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Fastball taken just outside. Good take there from Wilbanks, make it 1-2. Wilbanks, the former Georgia Gwinnett Grizzly, playing against the Grizzlies here. Back in 24, played 39 games, rated a .374 batting average. The 1-2 pitch, checked his swing. Did he go? He did, says the home plate umpire. And that is it for out number 3. The Otters strand 2 more base runners. They've had opportunities, but have not gotten the big hit. They trail 7-1 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and more can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
Jackson Maloof back out there for the bottom of the 6th inning. Got the final out in the 5th on a strikeout looking. He enters the 6th facing the top of the lineup. Victor Castillo, Gabe Holt, and DJ Stewart. Castillo tonight 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch. First pitch, backdoor or breaker that misses outside, making 1-0. Maloof, a career starter in college. Could be out there to give some length here in this one. The 1-0 pitch flown out to left field. Out on his Paolini, now in a little bit, and brings it in for out number 1. 1 out for Gabe Holt. The third straight lefty that Maloof has faced in this outing before facing the right-handed hitting Stewart. That Tarleton State and Army game knotted up at 24. 1:17 left in the 4th. Army with the ball on their own 32. That one lifted out to left field as well. Paolini moving over for it. Still moving over, then he's able to get over to make it look easy for out number 2. Paolini with some great speed to track down that ball. So now 2 outs. It's DJ Stewart. The final hope for Gateway here in the 6th is a couple of quick outs for Maloof. There's some action out in the Gateway bullpen. First pitch on a line to right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Stewart's 3rd hit of the game. Only 4 pitches so far for Maloof, and he's faced 3 batters already. And now it's Sawyer Smith stepping in. 1 for 3, got a hit his last time up, but was caught stealing. Big Ten action, Michigan State ahead of Western Michigan 23-0. First pitch to Smith finds the inside corner for strike 1. Illinois out in front of Western Illinois, 31-0. That one's at halftime, and then Auburn and Baylor. Auburn out in front 17-10 with 1:35 left in the 2nd. Auburn currently driving. Another breaker out in front of it is Smith, make it 0-2. Yohan Gonzalez starting tomorrow, his Bethune-Cookman College. Unfortunately, they're losing to FIU 28-3. 1-2 pitch, misses outside, make it 1-2. Got a long day in store tomorrow. Some big games as well. Runner takes off, pitch misses low. Wilbank's not able to handle it as that breaker didn't get the swing from Smith, and a stolen base for Stewart. Count now 2-2. Runner in scoring position. All of a sudden with 2 outs. Maloof trying to work out of the 6th inning scoreless. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball on the ground towards second. Cruz will backhand it. Throw to first in time for out number 3. So Gateway gets a runner into scoring position but can't quite score him. We head to the 7th inning here in Gateway. Otters need some runs and quickly here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org.
Gateway call to the bullpen is Bennett Stice. Stice on the mound. Behind the plate is Jose Alvarez. Pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call 812-475-9000. Stice making his 11th appearance of the season. The right-hander has made 7 starts, so that's his 4th appearance out of the bullpen. Started the year with 2 outings out of the bullpen, June 19th and June 22nd. Made his first start against Evansville back on June 25th in a 5-4 win for Gateway. Then was a starter for a long time, including a 9-inning complete game against Joliet, but is coming here out of the bullpen again late in the season in a big lead for Gateway. His last time out against Lake Erie, went 2 1/3, gave up 5 runs. First pitch to Tavares, broken bat up the middle, snagged by Stice, tossed to first in time, and there's one away. Jammed him on that one. Didn't make much to make the throw over, and with one away, back to the top of the lineup, the Edward Jones leadoff batter of the game, Dennis Pierce. 0 for 3 in the game, has not reached yet, entering the ballgame with a 36 on-base streak, something that's kind of gone under the radar. But he's just done a good job of making sure he gets on base. That is in danger here, top of the 7th inning with 1 away. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes that one outside corner for strike 1. Otters with 8 outs to work with. They need 6 runs in that time. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses outside, make it 1-1. Stice on the far first base side of the rubber delivers the 1-1 pitch. Big swing. That one's fouled off, make it 1-2. He had spun his body all the way around, almost fell on that one. Now it's the battle behind 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, went after the off speed. And there's 2 away. And now it's Graham Brown. He's 1 for 3 with a single and a couple of ground outs. Trying to keep this 7th inning alive. Couple of quick outs. Stice winds and delivers the first pitch. Swings, but fouls it off right at the Gateway dugout. Thankfully, it hit off the front wall of the dugout. Counts 0-1. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Brown. Breaker fouled off. Now he's behind 0-2. So Stice working quickly and working effectively so far. Now time called by Brown, tries to reset himself. Stice winds and delivers the 0-2 pitch. Brown checked his swing. That pitch misses just a bit low. Make it 1-2. Stice's last appearance came on August 13th, so he's gotten some time off. Shaking his head a couple of times, now agrees and delivers the 1-2 pitch. Line out to right, sending Castillo back. He's at the track, at the wall, he leaps. Did he catch it? He didn't. It lands in fair territory. Brown heading for second base. He's gonna get in. And a 2-out Deerhead double-decker double extends the inning to JT Benson. Castillo was running out. Looks like he just kind of overran it out there. Tried to throw his glove back, but couldn't quite catch it. It landed just in front of that short wall out and right. And now JT Benson stands in with a chance to hit with the runner in scoring position. Obviously, it's a long road back, but starts with some hits like that, just getting on base, extending it, even with 2 outs, just going on a rally here. Again, Stice has started 7 of his 10 appearances, now 7 of 11. Feels like this might be more of the position they use him in out of the bullpen if he can find his stuff. A 4.65 ERA on the season for him in 48 1/3 innings. First pitch chopped up the middle. Stice will leap for it. He's able to glove it. Toss to first is just in time. Benson thought he got it, but not quite. And that will end the 7th inning. Stice had to jump for that, but instead of throwing it, he tossed it and almost allowed Benson to reach. Benson's still out there having words. You have not only Billy Easley over there, but the clubby for Evansville who traveled, Landon out there, making sure he's not up in the face of the first base umpire. And that's the end of the top of the 7th. We head to the bottom here in Gateway. Otters trailing by 6. Take a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org. Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community.
We head to the bottom of the 7th inning here in Gateway. Otters trailing 7-1. Jackson Maloof out there for his 3rd inning of work. Ended the 5th inning with a strikeout. Got through a clean 6th inning. And now he will face the 5, 6, and 7 hitters, Jose Alvarez, the first one. First pitch swinging for Alvarez. He fouls that one off. He starts behind 0-1. Alvarez tonight, he is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. He scored 2 runs, both by the guy behind him, Abdiel Diaz. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaker chopped towards short. Tavares plays it, throw to first in time, and there's one away. So Maloof continues to stay in the right direction, getting some quick outs. And with one out, it's Diaz stepping in, and he has had a big night. 2 for 2, a walk, a double that scored a run, and a 3-run shot. 3 RBIs because the double that scored a run was not an actual RBI. Now hits from the right side, the switch hitting Diaz. First swing out to right center field. Benson out towards it. Brings it in about a foot in front of the wall for out number 2. So for the second straight inning, Maloof has used 3 pitches to get the first 2 outs. And now it's Mark Schallenberger stepping in 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Schallenberger has had an excellent rookie season. In game 80, a 459 OBP. He has now drawn 48 walks in 80 games. That is a great number for him. Former Purple Ace is playoff bound and will be playing in the playoffs next week. First pitch, just misses outside for ball 1. And of course, we've seen him play clutch ball back with the 2024 UE team that made the Super Regionals against Tennessee. Won a game against them even. The 1-0 pitch, big swing at the off speed. Way out in front of it. Make it 1-1. 13 home runs, 15 doubles for him on the season. Again, it's very much a benefactor of the short porch out and right. 1-1, another breaker. Didn't get Schallenberger to chase it that one, make it 2-1. Maloof comes set to the mound, delivers the 2-1 pitch. Check swing, he fouls it off towards the Otters dugout, into the Otters dugout. Count 2-2 to Schallenberger. Mississippi up in front of Windy City 4-1. Tri-City up in front of Ottawa now 13-0. That one's on the top of the 9th inning. 2-2 pitch, lined out of play. Count stays 2-2. Lake Erie still behind Joliet 3-2. Washington, it is final. They won 6-0 against Down East. If Lake Erie loses, they'll be tied at the top of the division with 2 games left in the season. Here's a 2-2. Breaker misses outside, count runs full. Schallenberger's worked a full count trying to earn his 3rd walk of the game. Here's the payoff pitch. Called strike 3 outside corner. Another German American Bank strikeout for Jackson Maloof, and he is through the 7th. We head to the 8th after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800. Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com.
We head into the 8th inning. Otters trailing by 6. They will have L.J. Jones to lead it off here in the 8th inning. He has led off every time he's been at the plate tonight. He steps in 1 for 3 with a single and the lone run scored. First pitch misses high for ball 1. First time he'll be facing Stice tonight. Again, you're in a spot here you would really like to see the Otters get some runs back. That one on a line towards third. Inside the third base line, all the way to the corner. Jones heading for second base. And a leadoff double for L.J. Jones. Puts a runner in scoring position instantly for Evansville. A Deerhead double-decker double. We're now bringing Keenan Taylor. He is 3 for 3 with a double and 2 singles. Taylor trying to stay hot in this ball game. He has had the number against Weinbergs. First time against Stice, finds the outside corner, 4-strike-1. Again, still needs 6 runs to make their way back, but you like to start right now. Got a leadoff base runner. Taylor now steps back in. Looks back at second base, now delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one hit well out to right field. That one's sending Castillo back. He's at the track, he's at the wall. It's fair, and it is gone. Keenan Taylor stays hot, a 2-run shot. And now Evansville trails by 4. Taylor, a couple of singles, a double, now a 2-run shot. It's 7-3. And Evansville continues to try to fight back here, still no one away in the 8th inning. It's up to Stephen Paolini. Paolini has struck out twice. He's reached on a hit by pitch. First one to him, misses high for ball 1. That part of the lineup has been great tonight for Evansville. LJ with a couple hits. Keenan Taylor is 4 for 4. The 1-0 pitch misses high, make it 2-0. Here's the 2-0 delivery. A breaker. That one does find the zone. He's back in the count now, make it 2-1. That one is fouled out of play. Back into the crowd, make it 2-2 now. As Paolini has to fight from behind here, trying to avoid a third strikeout. Here's the 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. He does go down swinging, and there's one away. And now it's J.J. Cruz. He'll try to reset the offense. Again, you get a couple back here in the 8th. Now you'd like to add some more, but you got to be able to get on base first. Cruz to the ball his last time up out to left. He's 0 for 3, but he has reached once. First pitch, a breaker that finds the zone, 4-strike-1. The 0-1 pitch up the middle, a little bit of a knuckler. Stewart will cut it off, throw to first in time. There's 2 away. Stewart gave a little sidearm throw there on the run. It's an interesting throw, but man, he dotted that one up. Now 2 away, it's Cohen Wilbanks. Last hope for the Otters here in the 8th. Now just 4 outs to work with to get 4 runs. First pitch to Wilbanks, misses high for ball 1. Like to reset yourself, set yourself up. Maybe a couple of 2-out hits or walks or whatever it is to set the top of the lineup up in a big spot. On the ground towards first. Back on it to Smith. Now he gets it. Takes himself to first in time for out number 3. But the Otters get 2 back on the Keenan Taylor home run. Well, to the bottom of the 8th. As the Otters try to keep this game as close as they can. After a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org. Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Jackson Maloof out there for another inning of work, and why not? He has been excellent so far. Just worked a 1-2-3-7th. He now faces 8, 9, and 1. First with the switch hitting Edwin Mateo. First time for him hitting from the right side tonight. Otters trailing 7-3. Got 2 back on the Keenan Taylor 2-run shot. First pitch to Mateo. Misses inside. 4-1. Been really working through a lot of quick at-bats until Schallenberger made him work for that last out. The 1-0 pitch is fouled off to the right side and out of play. Make it 1-1. So Schaumburg lost to Florence, so to keep in line with Florence, they're going to need a win, does Evansville. Comes set and delivers the 1-1 pitch. Breaker, chopper to first. Jones stays where he's at, takes it to first himself, and there's one away. Tri-City now up 15-0. Wouldn't shock me if there's a position player on the mound for Ottawa at this point. Now with one away, it's Cole Brandon. Brandon was the first one to face Maloof tonight. Takes the first pitch inside for strike 1. Joliet still in front of Lake Erie. Also Washington and Lake Erie, 6-6 against each other. The 0-1 pitch misses inside, make it 1-1. That means the tiebreaker would then go down to Florence, I believe. So who has the better head-to-head record against them, since it typically goes to the top of your division. Here's the 1-1 pitch, chopper towards first. Jones backs, has to toss it to Maloof covering first, and it's not in time as Cole Brandon legs out the infield single. The speed of Brandon plays once again. And now with one away, it'll be Victor Castillo as they try to add on to their 4-run lead. Brandon a stolen base tonight. He's 22 for 26. Now Max Peterson's out there to talk with the first base umpire, David Ortiz. And now Peterson will jog back to the mound, or back to the dugout. Very similar plays. He had JT Benson get called out on one that was bang, and Brandon got the safe call. I do think Brandon beat that one out. But I'm sure Peterson just wants to get a word in. And now it is Victor Castillo. Lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1. Castillo tonight's been held mostly in check. 0 for 3, did reach on a hit by pitch his first time up and scored a run. Now he hits with a runner on. Throw over to first base, nothing doing. Brandon stole a bag after getting on, after reaching back in the 4th inning, but was stranded at third base. The 0-1 fouled off, make it 0-2. Of course, that was with Brahms on the mound, a little bit more of a challenge with the lefty Maloof. There is action in the Otters bullpen. I believe Nolan Thebe getting up and warm. Time called by Castillo, resets himself. Maloof comes set, delivers the 0-2 pitch. Checked his swing, did he go? He did not, says the third base umpire that's over behind the pitcher. Make it 1-2. Looked close from down here. I think he might have gone, but I always say better be safe than sorry if you're down there. No one down at third base. There was no one really to make the call. So the 1-2 pitch fouled off. Castillo stays alive against the rookie southpaw. Maloof tonight is entered after Brahms, and he's gone 2 2/3 innings, giving up just 2 hits. Struck out 2, hasn't walked anybody, hasn't given up any runs yet. One of those hits, of course, was the infield single by Cole Brandon, who stands over at first base. Here's the next 1-2 pitch. Brandon takes off. That one's fouled off. So Brandon will have to go back to first base, and Castillo stays alive at 1-2. Brandon just trying to read Maloof and find his way into scoring position. Castillo trying to stay alive at the plate. Here's the next 1-2 pitch. Over towards left. That's going to get through the shortstop and third baseman hole. Back-to-back singles for Gateway here against Maloof, and now it puts runners at first and second with just 1 away. It's going to be Gabe Holt. And you wonder if this is going to be the last batter for Maloof either way, with the righty up and warming. Wilbanks came out and gave a couple of signs, now steps back behind the home plate. Evansville trying not to let Gateway get those runs back that Evansville just scored. First pitch up the middle. Maloof takes it himself. He's going to go to second to Taveras, and it's not in time. As Taveras, it was Cruz who was coming over, but he threw it to Taveras, who came over. That one looked like it was bang bang, but. And now here comes Peterson. I think he's going to go to his bullpen. I thought he got him at second at the very least. Should have thrown it to Cruz, or at least gone to first and get the out. But either way, now their bases loaded with just 1 away. So Max Pearson's going to go to the bullpen. New pitcher on the mound after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Smile on Down Syndrome is planning a Rockin' Extra Smile Mile celebrating 24 years of walks to support individuals rocking that extra 21st chromosome on Saturday, October 4th at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. This event will rock your socks off with a vendor mall, food trucks, face painting, special guest appearances, a Rockin' Extra talent show, and more. To learn more about how to rock at the walk or how to become an event sponsor or even to make a donation, visit smileondownsyndrome.org or text 812-449-6049 for more information. This sponsored event is open to the entire tri-state community. Maintaining our independence becomes more and more vital as we age. Swerka and More can help you navigate this important journey by answering your questions and connecting you to free and unbiased community resources and support services. If you are seeking advice for yourself or a loved one, let Swerka be your first call. More information available at swerka.org or by calling 812-464-7800.
Otters call the bullpen is Nolan Thebe. Thebe on the mound, Wilbanks behind the plate. That pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or called 812-475-9000. So Maloof exits after 2 2/3 innings pitched. He exits with the bases loaded and 1 away, and Thebe enters trying to shut the door here Phoebe this season, a 2.93 ERA in 33 appearances. He does have a save. He's pitched in 43 innings and struck out 47 and walked just 19. He will face DJ Stewart, who tonight is 3 for 4 with a double, a couple of singles. And he's also grounded out. He'd love to get that ground out here. Phoebe working with the bases loaded. First pitch to Stewart. Fastball taken high for ball 1. Phoebe in his last 2 years of college, including this spring with Jessup, has come in and been a very impactful reliever for Evansville. Here's the 1-0 to Stewart. That one's flown out to right field. Over towards it is Benson. That one is hooking foul and will get out of play and make it 1-1. That last one, of course, was ruled a fielder's choice, so all 3 on base. Credited to Maloof, who looks really good tonight. Just a bad defensive play there, kind of by himself. 1-1, that one's flown to center. Brown over towards his left. It's Benson over towards it at the warning track. Brings it in for out number 2. Runners at second and third tag. A run will score on the sac fly from DJ Stewart. So he gets RBI number 80 on the season. So Gateway does get a run back. Then a lead 8-3. With 2 away, it's up to Sawyer Smith. So far, 1 for 4 with a single. And now you really need to make sure no more runs score. Phoebe this season has inherited now 16 runners. 6 of them have scored, including tonight. Trying to keep that where it's at. First pitch to Smith. Fastball taken high and wide for ball 1. Smith in his rookie season, very early in this season, as time is called by Smith. A .295 batting average, 8 RBIs, a home run. Had a walk-off earlier in the season. I believe it was one of his first games. Here's the 0-1. That one's fouled up and overhead. An overhead foul ball brought to you by Heads Construction. Choose the best, never regret it. Count is 1-1. Tavares over at short, playing shaded pretty far over up the middle. Taylor is playing pretty close to the line. There's a big hole on that left side of the infield for Evansville. Cruz with his heels in the outfield, shaded to the right. That one's on the ground towards first, but foul. Make it 1-2. Smith trying to extend this Gateway lead. They lead 8-3 here in the bottom of the 8th. Phoebe comes set. On the mound, delivers the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Didn't mean to go, but he did. And the German-American Bank strikeout for Nolan Phoebe ends the 8th, but Gateway does get a run back. We now head to the 9th. Otters need 5 here on the Otter Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Join Smile on Down Syndrome for a rockin' extra experience at their 24th annual Smile Mile Walk on Saturday, October 4th from 9 to noon at the Vanderburgh County 4-H Fairgrounds. Register to walk or donate by visiting smileondownsyndrome.org and come ready to rock it out for an extra spectacular time. All ages and abilities welcome. Right now in Vanderburgh County, over 800 children are in the child welfare system waiting for someone to be their voice, and you could be that voice by becoming a court-appointed special advocate, a CASA volunteer. Donating just a few hours a month of your time can change a child's life forever. Vanderburgh County CASA invites you to join them. Stand up, speak out, be for the child, be a CASA. For more information, visit vandcasa.com. That's VAND-CASA.com. Smile on Down Syndrome is celebrating 25 years of serving smiles to the Tri-States Down Syndrome community. Not only do we offer programming and support services, we sponsor annual events that give people with Down Syndrome opportunities to be stars of the show at our World Down Syndrome Day Ice Cream Social and Talent Show, Christmas dinner, and our Smile Mile, which is a day celebrating our Down syndrome community, their families that involve the entire tri-state community, and the highlight of the year when individuals with Down syndrome really shine like a star among smiling supporters. Learn more and find your way to get involved and show your support at smileondownsyndrome.org.
We head to the top of the ninth inning. Otters going to need a late rally. It's Crix Taveras who will be trying to set the top of the lineup up in this late ball game. Bennett Stice out there for another inning of work. Has given up 2 on the Keenan Taylor 2-run shot. Evansville needs 5 runs. They trail 8-3. Taylor tonight 4 for 4. He has been the offense so far for Evansville. And now it's Taveras, who is 0 for 2, and he reached once on a hit by pitch. He's grounded out and flown out. Here's the first pitch to Taveras. That one misses low for ball 1. The Otters have been out hit 13-9 tonight. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one hit well out to right. That's sending Castillo back. A couple of feet in front of the track, though, in time for out number 1. Pretty well hit, just got a little bit under it. And now with 1 away, it's up to Dennis Pierce. He struck out 3 times tonight, trying to salvage that 36-game on-base streak by finding a way to get on base here. Stands on the back of the right-handed batter's box. Here's the first pitch to him. Finds his own for strike 1. Team leading 15 home runs this season with 34 RBIs. The 0-1 inside. Make it 1-1. Hit the team's first grand slam of the season. That wasn't until July 24th. Then exactly a month later, Justin Fields hit the second one of the season on August 24th. 1-1 inside, make it 2-1. Goal of this inning at this point is just to find a way to get on base. The goal is to get the tying run to the plate. Here's the 2-1 pitch. On the ground towards third. It's played well by Stewart. Throw to first in time, and there's 2 away, and the Otters are down to their final out. And more than likely, that will end Dennis Pierce's 36 game on base streak. And now it's Graham Brown. Brown tonight, 2 for 4, a single and a double. First pitch to him. Fastball line towards second. Holt plays it, knocks it down, throw to first in time, and that is the ball game. So the Otters lose 8-3. We'll talk about that and more on the Papa John's postgame show after a short break here on the Otters Digital Network and on 96.9 WYIR.
Ballet Indiana is made up of local ballet professionals, dedicated parents, and community members in order to provide unique and life-enriching experiences for hundreds of young dancers, while carrying out their mission to inspire a lifelong appreciation for dance for both our dancers and the Evansville community. More information on Ballet Indiana and information about their upcoming performances is available at balletindiana.org. Smile on Down Syndrome has been providing a bright hope for tomorrow to the tri-state region for 25 years, providing smiles, support, and programs for individuals with Down syndrome while raising community awareness to create a brighter world that accepts and understands people with Down syndrome. Learn more now at smileondownsyndrome.org.
Welcome into the Papa John's post-game show. Remember that Papa John's is the official sponsor of the Otters pregame and postgame shows, available every game night, 20 minutes before and 10 minutes after each Otters game on the Otters Digital Network, the home team network, and on 96.9 WYIR. The Otters dropped this one 8-3. The starter for the Otters, Parker Brahms, just struggled early, went 4 2/3 innings. The big damage against him, the Abdiel Diaz 3-run shot. Pitched into the 5th inning, but then gave up a single, a walk, and a double. A couple of runs came to score. Only one of them ended up being an RBI. The other one came in after a throwing error. He ends up going 4 2/3 innings, 7 runs given up on 10 hits, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And again, the Big difference there tonight than it was his last time out, just 4 walks. Couldn't really quite find the zone the way he wanted to. Jackson Maloof came in, pitched really well, though. 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, ended up with 1 run coming in that was inherited by Nolan Thebe. And you look back at the play up the middle, ended up being a fielder's choice. Tried to go to second base to get the out. Made the throw to the wrong person. The runner was able to get safely to second base. The bases were loaded. Thebe came in, pitched 2/3 of an inning, got 2 outs. One of those, though, was a sac fly, and a run scored, bringing in 8 runs given up by Evansville. Offensively for the Otters, got 9 hits in the game. They came from 4 batters. 3 Otters had multi-hit games. Keenan Taylor went 4 for 4. He was perfect. A 2-run shot, a double, and a couple of singles for him tonight. LJ tonight went 2 for 4, scored a couple of runs, struck out once, and then Graham Brown 2 for 5. And then on his last out, lined the ball hard to second base, but unfortunately was right to the second baseman. And Colin Wilbanks, an RBI single, the other RBI tonight for Evansville. He went 1 for 4, but unfortunately just could not string together enough hits. Couldn't get the big hit. That was the big difference. It felt like had some opportunities, stranded multiple innings, had runners at second and third with 2 outs and stranded those runners there. Unfortunately, just could not get the job done. And again, they fall 8-3. They'll come back tomorrow, though. They got Yohan Gonzalez on the mound. He will face what will most likely be a bullpen game. We'll wait and see, obviously, until that is confirmed. But it'll be a fun start for him tomorrow, and we'll talk about that and more when we're here. Same place, same time, 20 minutes before on the Papa John's pregame show. But until then, that's all for me tonight. I'm Lucas Macklin signing off with the Otters Digital Network and 96.9 WYIR. And as always, have a blessed night, Otters fans.